What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Danmachi. Now, we got the Astrea Record reruns here, and we expected some serious rebalancing on these units. Like, every single unit here is going to need some major rebalancing. It has been 3 years since units have been around, and about 3.5 years since they've been, like, super relevant. So, let's take a look at these. Now, the first thing that I noticed here, and I didn't mention this before, but every odd number pull, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th, are all half price, and every even pull is a 4-star guaranteed, and that's going to be one of the new one of the banner 4-star units, Elise, Rivera, or Finn. So this is a great opportunity to get these units if you didn't have these units. I've already taken kind of a look at these, and it looks like they're pretty good. They're probably not super like current, but they are definitely relevant again. So these banners look really good so far. Now what I've got over here is I've actually got the actual Danmachi Memoria Freese page pulled up, because for whatever reason in game the notes section, the update section isn't working. So let's switch over here and see our unit adjustments. All right, this is going to be all the unit adjustments. So this Rivera has been really good even as of current. So let's see. All right, so max HP, so before adjustment, doesn't look like her HP changed at all, which is shocking. I would expect a lot more, because she gonna squish pretty hard if her HP stays like that. Endurance 490, that's not current. She's not going to last. I've used her recently, actually, I will say, and she can be really good. Looks like her agility got somewhat of a buff, and her magic got somewhat of a buff. She is a record buster unit, so in fairness, she doesn't really need a huge HP buff like the wargame units do. So maybe they just determined she didn't need it. She got a little bit of a dex buff here. 859, agility's up to 982, and magic's up to 2075. Let's look at her effects here. So I always start off with skill 1, and skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 before I actually go on to the SA. So Frozen Orb, before it was a fast increase engage charge gain 100% for 4 turns. Looks like that stays, and it's really what changes is the consume. It's a little higher MP cost, not negligible though. 3 additional actions mid-water magic attack on a foe. So about the only thing that changed was really just mid instead of low water magic attack. Piercing Chill, the number of the consumed MP hasn't changed. Foe Singular slow super water magic attack with temporary magic boost. It's now temporary great magic boost. Ultra critical rate and self critical rate, penetration rate up 50% for 1 turn. Just got the great temporary boost on there. Once again, I've used her recently. She's actually still pretty good. So she's one of those rare units that like was still good even 3 years later. I've used her recently in an event, and she still holds up pretty well, especially if you give her like 100% water and 100% magic, 120% magic. Diamond Lance, I'm sorry. Foe Singular super water magic attack was a high water magic attack with unguard rate, self-strength. That would make a lot of sense for a magic unit. Magic and dex 65% instead of penetration rate. Oh, okay. So dex all around gets 65%. That's quite nice, actually. Okay. It was 50% before. So, very nice. Consumed MP is a little bit higher. Let's see her SA. So, Ultra Water Magic Attack damage 80%, which is a relevant number. Per self water attack damage buff, ultra critical rate, which you didn't have before, and foe remove strength and magic buffs. So once again, not huge leaps with her, but you know, all in all, not mad at all. Still 35% fire resistance when attacking a foe, blah 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 blah, the usual stuff. Critical damage goes up 30%, magic agility and dex goes up 35%. Counter damage goes up to 60%, and she's still a worm killer. So, it is what it is. Gareth. Now, I will say, when Gareth first dropped, he was really good, and then kind of petered out. So I'm looking to see what we get here. So looks like max HP hasn't changed much. 3815. Man, what does a current unit get? Isn't it like now in the 4,000s? That's really not looking good. I'm gonna pull up. I'm just gonna compare these units to like Hero Festa Bell. I know that's kind of not super fair, but he's like one of the more current units I could actually think of. So fully maxed out, Hero Festa Bell has 5,106 HP. So put that comparison. Like really, this dude needs like 1,000 HP to be current. So strength got a good buff though. 2090 is still a good strength stat. Not world ending, but it's good. 676 is actually still pretty good endurance. I would expect that to be in the 800s. So once again, guys, probably not going to be mainline units, I hate to say. Dex is aight, agility is aight. Let's see what he does here. Axe Howl. Allies. Fast strength, earth attack damage plus 50% for 5 turns. Okay. So that adds strength above earth attack damage. It's actually pretty relevant. It would be 60% in a current relevant unit, but it's not bad. 3 actions, remove physical resistance debuffs and nullify 1 attack on all allies, which is really nice. But it was a 75% chance to null physical attack, and now it's a guaranteed nullification with physical resistance debuffs removed. So that's actually a really good skill, and they lowered the MP cost for it. So actually, he got a good rebalance. Earthrend Crush. Foes plural Super Earth Magic. Oh, so I'm sorry, Super Earth Magic Attack. Oh my god. Super Earth Physical Attack with temporary strength boost. Ultra and guard rate. Earth resist down 40% for 3 turns. Allies remove strength and magic debuffs. Nice. Here's the one I really like. Skill 3. Super Earth Physical Attack with 70% per self-strength buff skill. That is very relevant. That is very current. That is very nice. SA. Grand Fall. Foes plural. Ultra Earth Physical Attack with temporary great strength boost. Ultra unguard rate. Physical resist down 60%, which is quite nice. And allies physical resist and magic resist plus 60%, which is also quite nice. So aside from his HP numbers, actually, I think he's going to be pretty good. So Thunder resist plus 35% when attacking. All attacks are Earth element. Strength, endurance, agility, and dex 30%. I think 35 would be current, but still it's not bad. Physical resist and magic resist plus 25%. Damage plus 30% on penetration. Ability, worm killer. So actually, all in all, not a bad unit. Actually, not a bad unit. Not super relevant, but also, barring the HP stat, the HP stats really needed help to be current, but not bad. Ardi's the one that I'm a little concerned about here. So, Ardi, max HP, 3560. Oh, God. What did they do to my girl? MP has not changed. Strength is 1638. Remember, she's more of like a support type unit. Endurance 659. I would hope to get a lot more out of her in this day and age. She needs at least 200 more than that. Dex 943. Agility 1131. These units are not winning any speed races. That's for damn certain. So as far as Wargame goes, these units are definitely not going to be your mainline units. Or they're going to be like very special case situations. You're not building a Wargame team exclusively off these units. Not at all. Period, end of discussion. Because you're simply going to get murdered in the speed race. These units, for that meta specifically, are not it. Very simply put. Now, they're not bad. I'm not mad about the rebalances. You definitely do at least... So here's the deal, guys. You at least want one of each. That is kind of my go-to answer with these. You at least want one of each because they're all going to be fresh CP. Now, for those of you that actually already have these units, you're in luck. You ain't got to chase them. So the rebalances are just basically going to put them back on teams that they haven't been on in ages. But... largely, I'm kind of disappointed. I was really hoping these units would be current and give us a reason to summon for them. Tranquilize. Fast. Avoids KO times 1 only when HP is above 10%. Remove when HP is below 10%. Physical resist and magic resist was 30%. Now it's 35% with 35% HP regen, which stays for 4 turns. So, good unit. Good unit. Very expensive MP, but good unit. Allies, 30% HP heal. Foes, plural. Physical resist and magic resist. Why does it say... Oh, it just used an and instead of ampersand. Okay, weird. Physical resist and magic resist, 35% was 30%. Critical rate, penetration rate, and counter rate down 40% for 2 turns, which stays current. Still pretty good, though. I do think Ardi is still going to be pretty decent. Good grief, does she need some HP, though, guys. Come on, Right Flyer. The numbers on these units should be current. Absolutely no reason why they're not. It's just sad. Calming Strike, foes singular. Super, let me get down here so you guys can see it on screen. Super water physical attack with ultra critical rate and remove strength and magic buffs, and that really isn't any different than the original. Aside from the fact it's a little cheaper from the MP department, but it's like single digits, so who cares? Oath Incarnation. Strength, magic, dex, endurance, and agility plus 50%. I guess. Yeah, who's gonna use that? To be honest, how many of y'all in the comments are actually gonna use that? I guess dex, endurance, and agility 50%. Okay, but you really gonna use that for an SA? And 50% HP regen for 4 turns, which is actually quite nice. It avoids KO ×1 only when HP is less than 1%. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not worth doing the SA on her. That 50% HP regen is nice, but she already gets 35%, and she counter heals. Yes, she counter heals just like Haruhime does. So if we get on here when countering instead of attacking regularly, it low heals an ally, prioritizes an ally with lower HP. It always did a low heal, but so does Haruhime on paper. But Haruhime's heals always seem to be much stronger, so I'm just hoping her heals are stronger. Strength, endurance, agility, and dex 40%, which is quite current and quite good. Guard rate 40%, which is good and current. Fire resist plus 35%, 5% HP and MP regen per turn, which has not changed at all. So, side. Am I wrong for wanting more out of these units? I kind of feel like I overhyped myself. Elise, 3517 HP. What did I say? 309 MP, 2137 strength, which is quite nice. 556 endurance, dex is 736, agility is 1190, and magic is 368 unchanged. Once again, guys, if these units had dropped last year, they'd be phenomenal. If they, in this day and age, with Hero Festa units probably around the corner, I'm going to guess that we'll probably get a Hero Festa at the end of the current anime arc. This ain't it. But it does make it a good time to save. Let's look at her skills. She looks like she got a pretty good one here. Fast, high fire physical attack with ultra uncounter rate and fire resist down 40%, which she did not have before. Self strength, agility, fire attack damage plus 70%, which was 60% before, so that's pretty current for 5 turns. Oh, she did have fire resist down 40%, which is at the end. 3 additional actions, so they added the extra actions. Mid-fire physical attack on foes. Okay. No percentage, no extra thing there, just mid-fire physical attack on foes. I guess, once again, they don't want these units to be super current. They want them to be about a year behind. All right, whatever. Flaming Charge. Foes, plural, super fire, physical attack. Fast. I would say they added fast here. With temporary strength boost, ultra critical rate, allies critical rate, and penetration rate plus 40%, which is simply up from 30%, which is not bad, though. Super fire physical attack up from high for Ember Font. With temporary great strength boost and ultra penetration rate. Meh. Solid meh. Foes plural for fiery justice. Foes plural ultra fire physical attack. Temporary great strength boost. Ultra critical rate. Ally strength magic and fire attack damage plus 90%. Not phenomenal, but good and usable in certain situations. I'm actually not mad about that. Once again, though, my problem is with her HP numbers and her endurance numbers. You put her on a war game team, she's going to get murdered. So what is their use? What are they good for? Just a little depressing, guys. Wind resist plus 35%, which is not changed. Strength, agility, and dex up to 35% instead of 30%. Counter damage 60% instead of 50%. Critical damage up 30%, which is really, really, really nice. And a worm killer. Finn was an assist. So Supreme Commander. We're just going to look at the full max limit break. Allies, SA gets charge gain by 33%. Strength and magic plus 15%. Agility, endurance, and dex plus 10%. And all those stats were 10% before, except for strength and magic, are now 15. That's the only real difference. Probably not going to use her over. You're probably not going to use Finn over Ali, and Finn's numbers haven't changed at all. Astrea, finally, Justice Guardian, allies, 30% HP regen, 20% MP heal per turn. Well, that's a change. Null physical attack and magic attack times 1. Hey! You asked. I forget who it was that asked in the last video. You asked. There it is. We literally just mentioned it at the top of the video, too. So, no physical and magic attack. But she did that before, too. So, I think what probably somebody wants is her to do that multiple turns. And I can't disagree with you. She probably should. But I completely forgot she did that before, too. And it's even right here, so... She gets 20% MP heal per turn. That's the addition. So there you go. The rebalances are a solid meh. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I would say get one of each and then move on with your day and keep saving. That's my 2 cents. See you on the next one.